What a week it has been for the Xbox platform. Not only have they shipped out the Xbox Series X to multiple influencers and YouTubers alike, they've also had one of the biggest tech showcases come out talking about the details within both the Series X and the Series S consoles. And because of this deep dive into the tech, it shows a massive advantage the Xbox has over the Sony's PlayStation 5 console. Now, a lot of people won't like to hear this, but Xbox not only has the raw power advantage when it comes to the hardware, but now they have the full RDNA 2 architecture that can deliver greater experiences in games to people that buy an Xbox console. This is after multiple rumors going around for what seems like over a year now talking about which console has what. Does the PS5 have full RDNA 2, or is it just a few features from RDNA 2 and not the full factor from that architecture? Which would make it RDNA 1.5 as some would call it. Well, it's looking like that might be the case considering Xbox just put out a blog post talking about all the tech features that the consoles will have and how it's going to be exclusive to the Xbox next generation. Not only is Xbox talking about this, but it's also AMD, the engineers that built the next generation consoles. So I want to talk about all of this because we have Jason Ronald, who's one of the lead engineers of the Xbox Series X, talking about some of the great features that will be in the hardware along with the software. But more importantly, it shows the massive advantage Xbox has over the competition that has been pretty quiet about the features they have in their console. I mean, we all know that Sony has the SSD down pat and it's extremely impressive, but everything else surrounding the console just can't compete with the sheer power that the Xbox Series X has under the hood. So let's get into this write-up and let's talk about the crazy features that the Xbox Series X is going to be shipping with. Because for $499, this console is going to give us some of the best performance we've ever seen in a console and truly push gaming and console gaming to new heights. Let's get into it. But first, like always, if you like the video, hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support is greatly appreciated. Alright, so enough of that because I want to get into this deep tech dive that really shows the power of the Xbox Series X, especially since the consoles are just a few short weeks away. And not to mention, a lot of people already have them and are playing them. So when something like this drops talking about the Xbox having such a huge advantage in the architecture of the console compared to the PS5, I find it pretty big news. So let's get into this article and see what it has to say first. We here at Team Xbox would like to congratulate and celebrate our amazing partners at AMD on today's announcement of the Radeon RX 6000 series of RDNA 2 GPUs. It was incredible to see AMD demonstrate the power and potential that the new AMD RDNA 2 architecture can deliver to gamers around the globe. AMD continues to be an industry leader in CPU and GPU innovation, bringing next generation capabilities to PC, console, and cloud. Okay, so first off, AMD did just have a pretty massive showcase where they not only showed off the console specs they've built, but they also showed off graphic cards for PCs where they're going to be competing with the NVIDIA 3080 series and 3090 series. So of course, when AMD has a big, huge tech show out, they want to focus on the things they're doing and building, which would be the next generation consoles as well. They're building both the PS5 and the Xbox Series X tech while working with Sony and Microsoft respectively. But the company that came out on top after the show was most certainly Xbox, because they take full advantage of the RDNA 2 architecture, which they point out here. The long-term strategic relationship between Xbox and AMD over the past 15 years, beginning with the Xbox 360, is at the heart of the Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S. With the upcoming launch of the Xbox Series XS on November 10, together we are ushering in the next generation of gaming, delivering a level of power, performance, and compatibility never before seen in console gaming. Powered by AMD's latest Zen 2 and RDNA 2 architectures, Xbox Series X and S are the only next-generation consoles with full hardware support for all the RDNA 2 capabilities AMD showcased today. Let's just stop right there, because Xbox just did a pretty big flex right at the end of that paragraph. They say plain and simple that the Xbox Series X and S are the only next generation consoles with full hardware support of all the RDNA 2 capabilities. That's something that can't be underestimated when it comes to gaming consoles, because it shows that they have the latest technology that will truly push the hardware into the next generation. And it also hints at the fact that Sony's PS5 won't have all those features from RDNA 2. This has been something that a lot of people that talk tech and know what they're talking about has hinted at for a year or so now, which really shows why Sony didn't have a deep dive into the tech of their GPU and CPU of their console. It's because they didn't want people to focus on the lack of RDNA 2 features that their competitors will have. It's why they mostly talked about the SSD, and people that don't know much about tech or engineering focus on that one part of the console, instead of the whole picture that helps the entire console function in a much more efficient way, and it helps developers make better and more ambitious games. The significant performance gap between the PS5 and Xbox Series X might be bigger than we all thought, which the article hints at here. AMD's latest RDNA 2 architecture delivers a significant increase in performance and efficiency over previous architectures, as well as adding new hardware acceleration capabilities, including hardware accelerated DirectX ray tracing, mesh shaders, sampler feedback, and variable rate shading. Hardware accelerated DirectX ray tracing, showcased at launch by titles such as Ubisoft's Watch Dogs Legion, enables developers to deliver a new level of visual fidelity and immersion through techniques such as realistic lighting, shadows, reflections, and acoustics. Mesh shaders can manipulate geometry in real time to provide a high level of fidelity and flexibility that developers have never had before. Sampler feedback greatly improves memory efficiency by allowing games to load into memory with fine granularity only the portions of the texture that the GPU needs for a scene, as it needs it, providing an effective 2.5 times memory and bandwidth multiplier beyond the raw hardware capabilities. Sampler feedback also enables efficient creation and shading of textures on demand. Bam! All of those awesome features will be on the Xbox Series X and S, and to be honest, to see that the Series S will have all these features just shows how much of a steal that console is at $300. Everything about these next generation consoles show how much detail and engineering went into them, especially when you take variable rate shading into account, which the article points out here. Finally, variable rate shading (VRS) delivers much finer grain control on how developers can leverage the full power of the Xbox Series X/S by enabling developers to focus on their GPU resources on the area of a frame that most benefit without reducing the overall image quality. By leveraging techniques like VRS, games such as Gears 5 can see performance increases up to 50% and beyond, resulting in higher, more consistent frame rates and resolution at the same image quality. All of these next generation capabilities are available via hardware in both the Xbox Series X and Series S, and we are excited for them to also come to PC, providing a common set of features that developers can rely on when developing their games across console and PC. VRS has been something that a lot of people have been talking about because it's a new technology that will drastically help developers, and you can see the increased performance from so many games like Gears 5 that's already benefited from them. But what surprises me the most is that they can't wait for the PC versions of games to get VRS. I could be wrong, but this does mean that even PCs currently don't have some of the amazing features the Xbox Series X will have, but I'm sure they'll get them soon enough or when the Series X launches. Talk about a massive advantage and great forward thinking Xbox had when they made these consoles. It shows since the very beginning they wanted to stand out in power and performance, like the article says here. At the very beginning of development of the Xbox Series X/S, we knew we were setting the foundation for the next decade of gaming innovation and performance across console, PC, and cloud. To deliver on this vision, we wanted to leverage the full capabilities of RDNA 2 in hardware from day one. Through close collaboration and partnership between Xbox and AMD, not only have we delivered on this promise, we have gone even further, introducing additional next-generation innovation such as hardware-accelerated machine learning capabilities for better NPC intelligence, more lifelike animation, and improved visual quality via techniques such as ML-powered super resolution. This is exactly what I wanted to see, because we've known for a very long time that Xbox has been taking the development of their consoles serious. They don't want to come out underpowered, and they don't want to make the console something that's hard to develop for. This shows that Xbox really wanted to make the Series X console the easiest console to develop for and not give creators any problems or hindrance when they create the games we love to play. Which again, they say here. In our quest to put gamers and developers first, we chose to wait for the most advanced technology from our partners at AMD before finalizing our architecture. Now, with the upcoming release of Xbox Series X, S, and the new AMD Radeon RX 6000 series GPUs, developers have a common set of next-generation tools and performance capabilities that will empower them to deliver transformative gaming experiences across both console and PC. Now, that right there is the most telling quote from the entire blog post Xbox sent out. out because it shows that Xbox really did wait for the technology to be ready before they finished the Xbox Series X. And it also might show that Sony didn't wait for their technology to come out, or they truly did aim to come out in 2019 but decided to wait and mix around their hardware to match the Scarlet power in 2020. That's all rumor, but you know what? It's starting to look like that's what happened. No matter how you look at it, Xbox consoles are going to be the most impressive technology in console gaming, and to be honest, in gaming in general in this generation. So I can't wait to see what we can get out of these systems, and I really can't wait to see developers making great games on them. We will all have these features going full force in the next year or so. Probably not that soon, but you know what? It takes time for developers to get comfortable with all this new technology. But as we go through the years, we will see everyone get a better grasp of the systems and showcase what all of this RDNA 2 is all about. I'm excited to see what the next 8 years of gaming brings to us, especially on the Xbox side, because I think this next generation is going to be turning some heads. But enough of what I think about this. Tell me what you think about all of this. Are you surprised the PS5 doesn't have full RDNA 2 features? Does the Xbox Series X look more appealing now that we know it does have full RDNA 2? How big of a power difference do you think there is now? Did Xbox out-engineer and outplan Sony for this upcoming generation? How surprising is it that Xbox got all the features and still launched at the same time as the Sony's PS5? When will the power difference start to show itself in the games we play? Go down below and let me know. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support helps out the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always talking games and always sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there, so get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also, follow me on Xbox Live. My gamertag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. Right now, I did it. I bought Watch Dogs Legion. I'm going to play it. I downloaded it, and I'm ready to go. I'm going to be playing this for probably a week or so until the Series X come out. Then I'll check it on there, and then I'm going to jump into Valhalla because that's the game I'm looking forward to the most. I can't wait to get in that game and become a Viking and take people out. But for now, I'm going to be a hacker and take people out doing a bunch of Watchdog things. But what are you playing? Go down below and let me know what everyone's playing. I love hearing what everyone's playing. So go in the comment section and let me know if you're working through your backlog or working through Watch Dogs Legion. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.